Right, hello everybody. So in today's video, I'm giving away money. Way! No, not really, I'm afraid. But I am, on a serious note, I'm going to tell you about a scam that a friend of mine got caught out by when selling his car. So hopefully by making you all aware of this, I might be able to save you some money. But no, I'm not giving away money. So basically what happened is this. A friend of mine had a car for sale, happened to be advertised on Facebook, but that's not, as you'll see, that's not particularly relevant. It could have been advertised anywhere, I suppose. So he got an inquiry. These people sort of arranged to come round to see it. They came round. A price was agreed. The exact figures don't really matter, but the price agreed was £780. They were outside on the road to sort of buy the car, and the scammer sort of like gave my friend some money. He said, you know, there you go, count that. My friend sort of started counting it like this, you know, as you do, as you count money. So he was kind of like going, he said, from like hand to hand like this. And apparently when he got to sort of like £500 in this hand, the scammer sort of like motioned him to kind of stop like that. Obviously, this is the scammer's hand. Motioned him to stop, and he said, he kind of went, how much is that? And my friend went 500, and he kind of like motioned as if to say, can I have it back for a second? So my friend sort of gave him back this bit of money, so that now the scammer's got this momentarily. And then apparently he said, he sort of, you know, indicated to my friend to sort of carry on counting this bit. So my friend did, and this came to, I think, about £200 or something, he said. So that there was, and then the scammer gave him back this money, and he went, okay, so that's 700 there. So put that safely away in your pocket, and I'll go and get you the rest, kind of thing, or something like that. So my friend at this point thought he had £700 on him, and apparently the scammer sort of went off to their car, you know, got or whatever, and got some more money. Gave him the other £80. My friend sort of put that in his pocket as well, and you know, he thought, you know, that was all it, kind of thing. They did the paperwork. The scammers, purchasers, dash scammers, kind of drove off, and my friend thought, you know, that was all it, kind of deal done. Apparently, when he came back into the house, he sort of like into his house, he counted the money. He said, sort of again, before just putting it away somewhere safe. And apparently, when he counted it again, there was only £500 there. I think he said something like that, 500. I'm pretty sure it was 500. But anyway, a lower amount it was. So initially my friend said he at this point he still didn't know what had happened. He thought that he must have like put some of the money in a different pocket, or it fell out of his pocket. You know, he said he was like checking all his pockets. Apparently he went back out into the street to look if he dropped it or stuff. But anyway, after really thinking about it, he kind of like figured out what they'd done. So he thinks that what they'd done is at that point when the scammer sort of asked momentarily for that initial 500 bunch back, and indicated to my friend to count this other bit. As my friend's attention was drawn to this bit here, my friend thinks that the scammer subtly took some money out of here, you know, whatever the difference might be, and gave him back like a lower amount of notes. That's what he's like sure happened, because he said that he called them, because he said he wondered, because apparently they did the paperwork in the car, and he said he wondered if he might have like dropped the money in the car, you know, the car he was selling. And he phoned them up to say, you know, like, have I blah blah blah, have I dropped money in the car? And he said that you could just tell from their reaction that they weren't surprised to get that call. He said he could just tell that that's what he'd done. He's sure, basically, and you know, he has called the police and reported it. Apparently, he said, but really, you know, obviously nothing has come of it as far as I'm aware, because, you know, there's no way anything can be proved. So okay, yes. So sorry, I'm not giving away money, but and I hope you know, you guys, nobody needs this video because it's a pretty horrible thing to happen, I suppose. But you know, obviously, if you're in this situation, maybe this knowledge can save you some money. Also, just finally, I think I'll probably worth pointing out that probably some of you watching this are probably thinking, well, you know, your friend must have been a bit stupid. I don't think I would have got caught out with that. You know, maybe fair point. I think sort of like, you know, part of me was thinking that as well. But I would point out that this guy is actually a car dealer. You know, he's used to these sorts of situations, and he's used to, you know, handling money and with different sorts of people and stuff. And I would say if he can get caught out by it, probably anybody can, because it seems that there's people out there who have obviously spent a lot of time, instead of learning some useful skill that can help people, there's like pathetic, scummy people out there who obviously spend like a lot of time practicing this sort of stuff, and it seems they can do it very well. So like I said, hope nobody ever needs this information, but you know, I really hope that, you know, if this video can prevent other people from being scammed. I suggested to my friend to make an issue, but he said he didn't want to, so I thought, you know, I'll make it for him, kind of thing, put the information out there. You know, I hope it will be useful, and obviously, I mean, this happened when he was selling a car, but really that they could try the same thing. What, you know, if anybody's selling anything really. And I'm guessing there's probably like different kind of variations in which they do it. I suppose, you know, this is the way that my friend is sure it happened to him. So I suppose, like, my advice, you know, if anybody wants it, would be like, you know, in that situation, like when you're counting money, make sure you count it properly, and once you've counted it, you know, don't ever sort of like leave it out of your possession. Don't hand it back to the person, even if you think you're handing it back momentarily, you know, because, you know, and if they can potentially distract you like they did to my friend, and obviously take away some money. Just once you've counted it, keep in your possession, put it in your pocket, you know, like put it away somewhere safe in your house. All that sort of stuff, really. So anyway, yeah, like I say, hope you don't need it. You know, thankfully it's a fairly rare thing. I think it's the first time I've sort of specifically heard of it happening to somebody I know. But obviously it does happen. So good. I hope that it's useful for you to be armed with this information, and obviously maybe share this video as well if you know anybody else selling a car or selling anything else. I think the important thing is, you know, I really feel for my friend that this happened to him by these scumbags, and you know, if we can get the information out there and stop these scumbags getting away with it, I think that'll be a very good thing. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.